I'm Gina Bradley from Diva, located in East Hampton, New York. I'm a mother of two who started this business in 2009 in an effort to make stand-up paddleboarding more accessible to women, making it fun, and also helping women discover how fit they can get through stand-up paddleboarding. As an avid water woman and a woman who's always looking for alternative ways to get exercise outdoors, I discovered my husband had purchased a stand-up paddleboard about 5 years ago, and I tried it, and the first time I stepped on that paddleboard and paddled out, I knew right away that this was a sport that, if delivered to women, would be incredibly successful and a really fun way for them to get in shape and learn about the water. I started Diva because I soon discovered that paddleboarding was underserving the women's market. And if we just found a way to make it more accessible to women, the sport would explode. And not only would the sport explode, but we could change the lives of women across the nation. Because wherever you go, there's always a spot to paddleboard, as long as there's a pond, a lake, or a river, or lucky for us here on the East End, a bay. Stand-up paddleboarding is different from other sports in that it really is a head-to-toe workout. You're working not only your core, but you're working your stomach muscles. And every time you take a paddle stroke, it's like doing an abdominal crunch. And you're also using your balance muscles, so you're really working your legs, your hips, and then of course your arms come into play. Stand-up paddleboarding has really helped me build my core. After I had my second child, I realized that my core had gotten weaker than it had ever been before. And taking on a regular practice of stand-up paddleboarding quickly developed my core. It also allowed me to teach some of my other girlfriends, and what I found is stand-up paddleboarding became a social event for all of us, where we'd go out for hours at a time on the bay, get done with our paddleboard session, and not only did we catch up, but we also got fit. I recommend stand-up paddleboarding to other women, basically because it's fun and it's really easy. And if given the right instruction, you can learn within an hour, and within days and weeks, you're gonna start to find your body changing. And then slowly your mind starts to change, and before you know it, you're completely hooked on stand-up paddleboarding and you want all your girlfriends to do it with you. My advice for women who are just getting started with a fitness program is to do what you love and the fitness will follow. It's really important that you don't find yourself unhappy as you're working out, and picking a sport that you love. And if it's hard to figure out what sport that is, try something small like running or walking, and then move on to biking and possibly even paddleboarding. And before you know it, you'll discover a whole world opens up to you where you're doing a sport that you love. And before you know it, you get as fit as you've ever been before.